Good morning. If you've got something you need to come out about today and you're not quite sure how you're going to do it, how you're going to get around it, like what's in the way and what you can do to get through the thing, and you'd like to be more mindful during the process, you've come to the right place. Good morning. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find you can always find out more about me and how to get a tarot reading with me over there. But while we're here, we're talking about you and your coming out journey. So, using the Wild Unknown today. I haven't used this deck in a little while, but it's beautiful, beautiful. I love this deck. While I get these in order, because they were actually, I had organized this deck back into its original order, because I hadn't been using it for a little while, so we're going to take a moment, shuffle. While I'm doing that, a couple housekeeping things. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep track of each other. Because I want to make sure that we can keep track of each other. We want to stay connected. And if at any time during this, if you're watching on replay, hi, you feel like the content is useful, hit that thumbs up button down there. Because not only does it let me know it's useful, it also gets it in front of other people so they can take advantage of the message today as well. All right, here we go. With our obstacle, action, mindfulness. I love that the obstacle came out as the Six of Wands because this kept popping out of the deck while I was shuffling. I don't know if you could see it, but I could. So this message needed to be heard today. The action we can take against that obstacle, the Moon, and how we can be more mindful, the Magician. This was in, where was this? Was this in another space this week? I feel like the Magician came up also recently. Maybe it was in one of the moon readings or the monthly readings. There was a Magician card that came up recently. So if you've seen that, this is important for you. All right, here we go. If you have got something you're coming out about today, the biggest challenge that is in front of you is pride. What is it that you are potentially over prideful about? Something you may not be paying attention to the whole of because you're in a state of, yeah, I did it, I'm there, I've accomplished it, and yes. You know, if you're on the other side of coming out without having actually come out yet, then you may just be missing the entire experience. And coming out is truly an experience because it happens every day, sometimes every hour of our lives. And going through it is, well, it becomes a part of our life. I don't know that it always gets easier. I do like that it gets better message, but I don't know if it always gets easier. It's always something that we have to work through and assess in order to ensure the environment we're in is safe, that we understand what's at stake, that we understand what the benefit is of coming out. And we do all this in like seconds. But if you're already past all that saying, yeah, everything's awesome, then it might be time to do a little more introspection. Unless you've done all that already and you're already there. But if this is the challenge, more than likely there's a little bit to think about. So how do you do that? What do you do in order to get to that space? This is the Moon. So this is life lesson time. Whenever these majors come up in this actionable type of space, it's life lesson time for me. Whether it's the obstacle or the action, you're learning something. You're putting something out there into practice. Either you're experiencing it as it's in my way and I need to learn how to get through it, or you're experiencing it as the action in order to be able to apply it in the future. And so to have this Moon here, we're going through a life lesson about coming out. What is your intuition saying to you about the experience that you're either having or about to have? So if you're already on the other side of coming out, feeling like everything is awesome, what's your gut telling you? Is it telling you that yes, truly everything is awesome, or there's something that you need to pay attention to, address, think about, in order to actually be in that successful place? So there might be some reflection that you need to take. There might be some stock that you need to take of where you are, what your experience is or has been, and are you truly on the other side where you're victorious? More than likely your instinct might be telling you there's something still a little bit you gotta deal with. Now, how can you be more mindful during the process? This is the Magician. The magician brings us the opportunity to take a lot of different approaches to our challenges in life or our opportunities. Especially a magician would see a challenge as an opportunity. So what opportunities exist in front of you, especially ones that you can take some physical action on? So in the process of coming out and going through going through trusting your gut about where you are truly in that process and ensuring that your environment is safe, that you understand what's at stake and you know what the benefits are, then I would actually write those things down. Today's mindfulness is a physical action. Write those things down and then hold yourself accountable to them. I think this will help explain what you might be feeling in your gut about where you are in the coming out process. All right, I hope this is helpful. If it is, I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you find the content useful, hit that thumbs up button down there so I know that it's useful, and it also gets it in front of other people. So you're really doing everybody a favor. And if you would, share out with your friends, anybody you think might need or take advantage of this message today. Couple cool announcements. If you haven't heard it already and you're a podcast person, audiophile, head over to Tarot Bites by the Tarot Lady, Bytes. Had a great interview with her about tarot patterns. Head over to Badass Bitches Tarot with Cardzy B. Did a fun interview with her, kind of more of a getting to know you conversation, which was a lot of fun to talk about our favorite cards and how relationships are changed, especially queer relationships, when they go through the process of a tarot reading. I think it's just, we're already on a lifestyle that's considered our alternative. We've already had to go our own way and kind of forge our own path. So if that's the case, why not go a different route and experience a tarot reading to better understand your relationship and make it stronger? And that's what we talked about a little bit on Cardzy B. All right. Other thing, super excited about, if you made it this far, I get to go have lunch with the Tarot Lady today. And I get to see Al from Al's Tarot after a meeting that I have in Milwaukee. So I get to see two amazing people, one in the early part of the day and one to wrap up my day and then come back to Chicago. So I'm really excited. It's going to be a well-rounded, wrap around my day of wonderful tarot people. So I'm excited. All right, everybody, have a great Tuesday. Be safe, and I will see you all later.